Hi everybody, welcome to the course. I'm Dr. Tracy Hardell and I'm going to be your instructor for Advanced Health Assessment for Nurse Educators. So welcome, I'm glad to have you. I think we're going to have a good 8 weeks together. All right, let's get started. I have posted quite a few announcements under the announcements tab, and if you would take some time to read those, I think they'll be really helpful for getting you started in the class. Please take a look at the class wall. I've posted my bio there, and I'd really love if you would post your bio there. It really helps me to get to know a little bit about each one of you as we start the course, and there's a lot of information about me in case you're interested. Okay, so this week we're jumping right in. We're going to be talking about health assessment, disease prevention, and health promotion. Sometimes people get a little bit confused between health promotion and disease prevention. And so with your readings this week, with the lecture, the printed lecture, the written one, I think we'll be able to talk about that a little bit this week, which is good. So your first DQ is identifying the difference between health promotion and disease prevention. The second one is teaching an obesity topic with nurses on a pediatric unit. So just remember, your first DQ is going to be due by Saturday night. Your second DQ is going to be due by Monday night, okay? And I think we'll have some good discussion on those. I will also be throwing up an article, attaching it to this post, and it has to do with one of the topics, Healthy 2020, but it has to do with minorities and about their health status and in relation to Healthy 2020. So maybe it'll add something to our discussions this week. All right, so week 1, you just have the readings and the posts. There's no assignment that's going to be due for week 1, so that's kind of nice. But week 2, you do have an assignment that requires a volunteer. You're going to be doing quite an extensive health history on an individual. It can be a family member, a friend, a coworker. It should not be a patient that you're taking care of. It's not supposed to be a real patient. It's supposed to be just someone that you know, okay? And so we'll be talking a little bit more about that in my next video for next week, how to format and that sort of thing. But if you're getting started, finding someone to do that health history with would be great. Okay, during this course, we do have CLCs, Collaborative Learning Communities, and I usually wait till about the end of week 1 to assign those because sometimes I'll get the initial list of students and some will drop off or maybe 1 or 2 get added, and I just want to make sure that we've got exactly who's going to be in the class before I make the CLC assignments. If you have somebody that you want to be on the same group with, please just send me a note in the individual forum and I'll try to make that happen. I do try to look at time frames, but I haven't had a class yet where it worked out where everybody in the group was in the same time zone. Sorry, just it doesn't seem to work out that way. Anyway, so that's when we'll be getting those together. So like I said, this week I'm going to be attaching an article. Each week, a lot of times I'll either give you a question to think about or attach another article, something to supplement the week's activities. And so after you watch the video, you can post right below and respond to the question that I've posted, or you can read the article during the week and then give your thoughts or impressions about that. I find it helps a little bit with some of our topics. This week, our topics are interesting, but may not produce a lot of follow-up dialogue, and so I did include that that article on minorities and Healthy People 2020. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit under the weather today, so I'm kind of congested and anyway, hopefully by the time you see next week's video, I'll be all over it. Anyway, I'm very excited to have you in the course. I'm really looking forward to being in the main forum with you and discussing these topics. And then as we go through the course, there are like some discussion questions and things about working with students, and I will be adding components about teaching students health assessment And so that's how we're going to tie it all together with you being on the education track. Okay, everybody. Thanks for listening. I'll see you in the main forum.